Thank you so much, everyone, for staying with us on the program. Let's get some view from the People's Democratic Party. We heard earlier from Dan Ogbege of the APC. Emwanta Adaze is an advisor to Governor Godwin Obaseki. Joins us via telephone from Benin City. Thank you so much, Mr. Adaze, for your time tonight. You heard what Mr. Ogbege said about the chances of your principal. He's very confident that the candidate of the APC will win the election. What are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, thank you, Sean. Good evening, Sean. You know, nothing can be further from the truth. And though people know clearly who they will be giving their mandate to come September 19th, and that man is Godwin Obaseki, who represents a movement. And although people cannot just wait that day to renew the social contract he has with them, and because he has performed so creditably, the only candidate to beat in this gubernatorial poll is Godwin Obaseki on account of his sterling performance. And don't be moved by some of the media handlers of Izeyamu who come around to give this impression that, you know, the governor will have, you know, a fierce battle. It is like a no match because his performance is such that even Nigerians are unanimous in saying that the governor deserves a re-election. The Nigerian Union of Teachers have endorsed him by giving him an award last year, and all the teachers in Edo, whose salaries are paid on the 26th of every month, including the pensioners, civil servants, and definitely with these people queued behind the governor, it's going to be an election that will signpost the beauty of democracy. Because the godfather, who is Oshomole, has been defeated. He was even removed by his watch chairman, and that is democracy at work. Having this kind of background,
Mr. Emwanta, if you could please... Mr. Emwanta, if you could please move slightly away from your TV set so that holdback will not keep happening. So let me ask you, some of the issues raised, Mr. Ogbege said, look, one of the major characters in the political atmosphere of Edo State includes Pastor Ezeyamu and, of course, the Comrade Adams Oshiomhole. Now that Comrade Oshiomhole will help Governor Obaseki win, the other time is not with him. Do you think that these are major factors in the race?
Yeah, thank you so much, Sean, for that question, because Oshiomhole as a person said many things about this same Izeyamu in 2016. Namely, he said he was a thief. He said that the reason why he didn't appoint him for the 8 years he was in government was that this is a man that is not reliable, a man who carries Bible during the day and AK-47 at night. So it's very appalling to see the same Oshiomhole kneel down before artisans and all manners of people, begging for the same person that he has so painted. And though people are not fools, we are very educated, we are very enlightened. And we can also hold Oshiomhole to the good things he said about Godwin Obaseki. He said Godwin Obaseki was the brain boss of his government. As chairman of the economic team, he told us all the achievements. So we are talking of a period of 16 years here. I mean, 12 years of Obaseki's performance. Compare that with Izeyamu was in government under Igbenedion as chief of staff, as SSG. He talks of a simple agenda which he borrowed from Don Pedro. If it was that, so how come he could not carry out this agenda? So this is a man that will be drawn to the account of his track record, and the governor who has performed so creditably well that even Oshiomhole has endorsed him for the election. So the choice is clear between Izeyamu and Godwin Obaseki. The old order which Izeyamu represents and the new order which Godwin Obaseki represents. And I can assure you that the majority of the Edo people are very queued behind Godwin Obaseki, and it's a man that the Edo people will re-elect. We will not re-elect a thief, we will not re-elect a cultist, we will not re-elect a man that will come after our treasury, which Oshiomhole has painted him to be. And it's easy because this man even has an EFCC case. Every time he comes out from the door to run for campaigns, enough is enough. the people are wiser. And that's why Governor Obaseki comes September 19th will be re-elected by Edo people. And that's the social contract he has with Edo people of development, and more development.
So if Pastor Ezeyamu says that he's campaigning on the simple agenda, what would your principal say he's campaigning on?
Thank you very much. I will not talk about simple agenda because that's Don Pedro's idea, and that issue has been laid to rest. So Ezeyamu comes with a tabula rasa, a borrowed agenda, a stolen agenda, but my principal has what he calls mega agenda, make Edo great again. This is a man that has performed across all sectors. The health sector, he has transformed the health sector. He saw COVID-19 response. The facilities are there. People come to Edo for their COVID-19 tests across 2 different testing centers. Just recently, the specialist hospital was designated as one of the testing centers in Nigeria. Look at the sports sector. Edo is hosting the sports festival this year. We have a world-class stadium. In the park sector, just less than a week ago, our power plant was tested. This will provide electricity to public buildings, street lights, and for the production center, which you have along the Sackler Road. So this is the very first state where you can be sure of 24 hours power supply, industrialization, because the problem with our power sector has always been this lack of consistency. So we have a state that guarantees 24 power supply. So imagine the rate at which investors will come into Edo within these next 4 years of Governor Obaseki as governor. So having our mega agenda, we are sure that Edo people will renew the social contract they have with their governor. And that's the man to beat in this election, Governor Obaseki.
Mr. Adaze Emwanta, thank you indeed for your time tonight. Of course, we'll get some more voices in the race to speak on the agenda for the people of Edo State. Stay right here with Channels Television, your home for the news and the news leader in the nation's broadcasting. Thank you so much, everyone, for watching tonight. I'm Sean Kimale. Bye-bye.